Let me begin by saying Happy Father's Day. What does father mean to me? Well, first, let me just say that I'm proud to be a father. I had a great dad. Was my dad perfect? No. But he is a man who, as I have grown older, and believe me, I've grown older, he's a man who I've begun to realize I very much am like, especially when it comes to the values of how I want to treat family, treat my friends, and leave some type of a legacy and an impact in this world that we live in today. His father was not always an easy man to live with. Sometimes, given the fact that he was raising his children during the Depression, it was a difficult time, and there were struggles. It's not easy when you're trying to make ends meet in a southern city in the midst of a depression, but my grandfather was my grandfather. He was a father. And I enjoyed also the fact that I got to experience my grandfather and my dad for many, many years of my life, particularly in those years where I was developing and maturating into the person that I was. But let me make one thing very, very clear. Even to this day, as I grow older, and I'm now at the age of 73, the truth is, I still am changing. But there are certain things that are constant. And it was the love of my father, the values that he stood for, but most importantly, his willingness sometimes to make the extra effort to get the job done, even to the point of sacrifice, as well as those circumstances that occurred in his life where he had to make changes that were important in order for the welfare of the family, or for him to be able to be a better kind of man. He went through the struggles too. He battled with cancer. My grandfather battled with dementia. I've been blessed to know and learn and understand about these things. I myself am a cancer survivor. Same thing that Dad went through, except this cancer's not going to claim my life. And then there is, of course, that other aspect of me that then looks at the realization that the day came when I was a father. Up until that point, I thought I understood what being a father was all about, but the truth is you don't have a clue until you are a dad. And there are a lot of men out there who are, quote, fathers. But please understand something. There's a difference between being a father, and there is a difference in someone who fills the role of father because he has a legacy that he has seen where that father stood by his wife and mother of her children, and also was a leader in the household and set the example and was present, not absent. Those legacies were with me in the course of my life as I raised my son. And we were only able to have one child. I have said goodbye to my grandfather. And I've said goodbye to my father. I have said goodbye to my wife's father, who was also a great man in my life and a great father. And my wife is a perfect example of why I know he was a great father, because my late wife was the best of the litter. Today I'm a father. The legacies in my life are gone. The last of that generation that was a part of my life that represented my dad, his two sisters, and his parents and the family, they're gone. And now it's me. And what do I have? I have one son who has become a great father, a great husband, and someone that I am very, very proud to call not just my son, but to call a man, a friend, a father, a husband. I'm so proud and thankful for Father's Day. But at the same time, my heart is a bit heavy because men, we should be something that the world can look at and depend upon. That we can see them as people who truly lead by integrity, and their legacy is a legacy worth following. This is the desire that I bring, so if that makes me unique and different in this strange world that we live in, I'll accept the fact that being different is okay. I'm proud to be a man, to have had the pleasure of being a husband for 46 years to the most incredible woman that I've ever known. And I'm proud to have been the father and continue to be the father of a young man who this August 18th will turn 43, who is the father of 2 beautiful girls and the husband to one of the most incredible women I've ever seen, my daughter-in-law. So happy Father's Day, everybody. And if your father's not here, think of him. Be thankful for him. And if you didn't have a good father, find someone who is. I do believe you can adopt a father. And for you guys out there who are men and who are fathers, if you're not being the father you ought to be, get busy and get it done right. If you're not a father yet, prepare yourself for the greatest journey you will ever experience. Thank you most of all that I had the opportunity right now at this particular moment to say Happy Father's Day. May it be the best day of your life. And every day subsequent that you see the light of day, may that too be the best day of your life. This is John Morrow wishing you a great Father's Day on this, the 18th day of June 2023. So long for now.